Okay, so I have a problem, illustrious YouTube audience. I don't know how to comment on the rain and the cold without it sounding like a complaint, because it seems to be something that I do all the time. So I'm just gonna do it anyway, because this is, let me close the door. This is a very real part of RVing. When it's nice, it's great. You get to sit outside, enjoy yourself in nature. But when it's not, you're cooped up inside, there's mud all around your rig, in our case. And it's been raining and in the mid-40s for the past 3 straight days in central New York. Let me show you around. Let me show you around. I mean, this is very indicative.
That's the mud coming up through the rug, by the way. That's not us tracking it from other places, but look at that.
I mean, everything is just completely soaked. There's a little lake over there in that campsite. This is supposed to be the last crappy day. Of course, I've said that before.
And we're moving today, so hopefully our next spot won't be quite as muddy. We'll see.
That's right, we'll see. Letchworth, we're going to Letchworth. Even more epic than Watkins Glen, or so I hear.
Just different, bigger.
Bigger.
Waterfalls, the Grand Canyon of the East Coast.
You look like that kid in E.T. with your hood.
It's cool.
You look like that kid in E.T. And if you don't know, we're at the KOA just outside of Watkins Glen. There's this huge indoor pool and spa right there. The spa wasn't very hot when we tried it, by the way, but it is all indoors, which is kind of cool. So it's open all year round. They have a gym, they have a fitness center with really old school weights, which is kind of cool. But they have lots of spots. As you can see, we're one of the only ones here because this is not exactly camping weather. There's another section like this that way, and then there's yet another one after that, so it just keeps going down that way. Oh boy. Oh, look at this Patty. Patty.
Can you show me?
Sure.
We tried to keep up with the muddy paws by like using a towel every time they came in the Airstream, but it just got to be so crazy that I was like, whatever. Mud on the floor, we'll just clean the floor. Mud on the rug, we'll just clean the rug. So.
All right, we made it on the first try.
We did, even though look how low we are. Did we show them? We didn't show them when we first got here. We couldn't even put the foot.
It's pretty easy to see. We made a wreck out of this site, but there's wasn't really much we can do about that.
We are all set. They were very nice. Put this in your window. That is our license plate number, right? Yes. We have to return that in the box when we leave so they know we checked out. And yeah, we have a water spigot right across from our site.
Cool. I'm helping myself to some delicious cinnamon and sugar.
Almonds. Yum yum. They made this really cool booklet, so.
Nice.
It was the #1 state park in the USA in 2015.
In 15?
Yep.
We've arrived at Letchworth State Park. Their campground is huge. There's like 6 or 7 loops or something. We're at 129, so the furthest in. Internet is spotty around here, so we're gonna see what our WeBoost will do for us.
Penny, are you going in the mud?
Yeah, it's a little wet.
It's not right here, though. It's out over there.
Yeah, I mean,
This will stay drier.
this part here is pretty nasty. Our immediate patio is not too bad. So at least there's that. All right, we are set up. We have 50 amp, which was kind of nice. No water or sewer, but check out what's right there. That's a water connection. We're going on our customary walk. Check out those buildings. Man, that looks like a pretty good shaped bathhouse. Let's check it out. All right, looks pretty nice. Boom, boom, boom. The reason why I walked all the way in there, by the way, is to make sure that it wasn't like coin operated and it looked like it was clean. So that's the only reason why I actually walked all the way in. Ooh, nice water fill.
We'll use that to fill our jugs.
This campground looks very nice, very well maintained for the most part. Nice big sites like this. You can get a 40-footer, you get a 30-footer like ours, and we have like a 15-footer right next to us. And it's 50 amp, which is good.
Yeah, and there are, I think, 2 or 3 loops that dogs can be in, because this is a New York State Park. So we had to show the rabies paperwork at check-in again, and then there's only a few parks the dogs are allowed. Most of the others, they're not.
The only way that we could think of getting this clean is to, well, do this. Hook up the hose, put the rug over the bikes, and just let all that gunk wash off.
I don't mind the leaves. They'll come off when they dry, but the mud is going to be stuck in there, so.
Again, this is what you get with full-time RVing sometimes. It's not always roses and sunshine. Sometimes you just get muddy.
And there's a car coming, so we're going to have to move the hose.
Okay, so your internet speed test report.
It's not good.
I'm not going to give you numbers. I'm just going to say it's not good. It's not. You'll see reports online that it's spotty. And I guess you can say that because up by the pool area and where the park police are, that area is good. Back here where all the campsites are, not quite as good. Sometimes we'll get like 2 bars of LTE, but then we can't. I mean, we could do some stuff. You can do browsing slowly. Yeah. We were able to stream YouTube, not at high quality, but we were still able to do it. Yeah, we were not able to stream Hulu, but we were able to stream YouTube. So there's this base level of activity that you can perform on the network, on the cell network, but I wouldn't expect to do like video conferencing and things like that from here. So YouTube's good, but then again, YouTube is always good. That's like the best streaming service ever.
Yeah, but all the work we did and all the research we're doing on the computers, that worked fine. So
yeah.
So at least there's that. That's like the critical level that we need, and we have it. Just finished up some dinner.
We did. This was like quinoa, Mexican quinoa with black beans.
This is what happens when we don't have a lot of. We need to go grocery shopping.
And that's enchilada sauce, which I love, but Courtney doesn't want because there's tomato and
I can't have much
she does
of it.
that. Yeah.
So the tomatoes,
avocado, tomato, cilantro, green onion, and some pineapple.
And then all the hot sauces behind you.
And you know we're suckers for hot sauces. Oh, and by the way, you know how it's so wet outside. We put up the awning in the hopes that if it does rain, and it's supposed to rain a little bit more tonight, that at least this area is going to stay dry. We have our rug that was completely just disgusting and destroyed from the last place we were. You saw us rinse that off on the front of the truck, and now we have it right here drying out the best it can. We have a couple of our solar lights in case we need those. We're not sure if we need those under the Airstream for mice or not, but we're going to have those out. And we're just going to hope for the best here. But if it does start raining again, at least we'll have this area for a little dryness. But on the bright side, there are areas of the sky that are kind of bright. I'm not seeing any blue sky yet, but I'm hoping for the best. Okay, we're going to leave this at a bit of a shorter video. We are here right outside Letchworth. Actually, we're in Letchworth. And we're going to do that tomorrow. It's considered the park. It's considered the Grand Canyon of the East Coast. We saw a tiny little bit of it on the way in. It looks really cool. That's going to be tomorrow, which is basically going to be the next video. But it doesn't feel right to put it in this one because then you have to wait till the end to see it, and it just doesn't make sense from a logistical standpoint. So we're going to make you wait one more day, and then you'll see it just like us for the first time. Now we're just going to do dishes, I guess, and call it a night in a shorter video. So enjoy your extra time to, I don't know, do whatever. Look at all these dishes I had to do. Uh-oh.
Your life is tough. Tough life he has.
Well, I mean, it's not as tough as your dog's. And my dog's.